Namaste, welcome to our TSAT Group 1 Services Guidance classes. From July 1st onwards, we are conducting these guidance classes in point of for the preparation of Group 1 Services examinations. As you know that science and technology is one of the main important concept out of 13 areas for the preliminary examination. In science and technology, you learned, you practiced in the various areas like India's achievements in science and technology, nanotechnology, basic computers, digital technology, digital platforms, and other branches of sciences like physics, chemistry, biology, zoology, and biotechnology. So, among all these things, the cyberspace, the cyber security and digital safety also major areas. So, today we are going to discuss about the digital safety. What is digital safety? How we are going to maintain the digital safety? Because now the total world becomes as a global village using digital platforms. So, when the number of users are converted in terms of digital platform, so you have to take the precautions and safety measures in the digital platform. Now, what kind of digital safety you have to adopt, we are going to discuss it now. What is cyber wellness? This is a very important word. The cyber wellness refers to the positive well-being of internet users and a healthy cyber culture for the internet community. So, means here when the number of internet users are increasing dramatically, so you have to maintain the cyber ethics, because we have to respect the other people attitude and aptitude also. This is very important. The cyber wellness involves the first one, understanding of the risks of the harmful online behavior. Means some of the people are users, cyber attackers are there. They are using morphing also. They will send harmful emails, virus softwares, correct? So, this is a very important understanding of the risks of harmful online behavior. Okay, someone will say it's OTPs. So, when you and some will say different emails, when the people access the email, the virus attacks will be, and the thefts, their personal information, professional information also, sometimes the very sensitive information also. So, for that reason you have to understand the risks of the harmful online behavior. That is the first one. And the second one, an awareness how to protect oneself and other internet users from such behavior. This is very important. So, everyone has an awareness how to protect ourselves. That is the first thing. And second one is other internet users also, because we have, of course, we have passwords, we will protect our information, and very important thing here, see the total information, total books, everything now is in the digital platform. So, there is a copyright thing here. So, you prepared one video. Okay. So, without taking a permission from your side, when someone, if they copy the total information which is transmitted as a video, it is not correct, because so the people can download, can use only open resources, not there is a intellectual property rights are there. So, you have to respect those things. That is a very important. A recognition of the power of the internet to benefit ourselves and the community at large. This is a very important. By using internet, just now we discussed details, after especially after pandemic, means we can simply call it as a post pandemic conditions. The post-pandemic conditions is the usage of internet is enormously increased. So we did all the transactions, money, not only money transactions, other transactions also in the digital platform. So when we did all these things, means you are benefited. So it is a time saving and of course energy saving, everything. So a lot of things are saved. So means once you are using internet in a maximum way, means you have to respect other people also and its nature also. So means you have to maintain the cyber wellness. That's a very, very important. So cyber wellness is a broad term. Actually this word is a broad term that including of the first thing is cyber ethics. Maybe all of you know that. What is a cyber ethic? Means how I treat others. Means see, mostly now in what, so there is a different social media is there, different means we have different kinds of the social media, means WhatsApp is there, Twitter is there, Instagram is there, correct, Facebook is there. So through these different social networks, so mostly someone will say different kind of critics, unwanted critics, and either maybe a political critics or some personal critics, and they are posting and they are thefting the personal information, they are morphing the personal information and they are using in another way. It's not correct. Means how I treat others, that's a very, very important. Clear? That is called a cyber ethics. The next one is cyber security. What I do to keep my stuff safe, because we'll save that information in Google Drive, in my drive. So we'll save so much information, maybe personal, maybe professional. So even organizations also will save their information, okay, which is their information. But so if you by using different malwares or viruses, so if you spoil that one, destruct that information, it's not a correct one. So we have to maintain the cyber security and we have to respect the cyber laws also. Clear? Okay. Next one is cyber safety. The what I do to keep myself safe. So cyber safety is very, very important, because our information, for example, you are doing some money transaction, your bank transactions, so you have to keep your password in a safe mode. That's the reason generally the bank officials also will suggest to us, so frequently change your password, correct. Once the password is changed, means there is a less possibility, a less risk for thefting also. You should not share the OTP or password to other people. So like then generally they are giving more safety measures for these transactions. Still some of the people are doing the wrong thing here. If unwanted mails are, don't accept the unwanted mails and don't access the unwanted websites also. If you doesn't know, doesn't aware about the websites, so if you open it, there is a possibility for malwares and viruses also, which destruct your software and your system also. Clear? So we have to maintain cyber safety. What is cyber wellness values? This is a very, very important. The first one is responsibility. Responsibility is being accountable for your behavior. An example of you being responsible as an internet user would be to play online games only for a fixed and reasonable amount of time. So see, this is very, very important. So we have to maintain, so through internet we are playing online games, but a certain time, that's a very, very important. So if you spend, if of course your children, even not only children, yourself will play unlimited time, it's not correct. So some like PUBG, other online games, some people are losing their lives also because they are committing suicides also. Means, and on the, especially the students are spending maximum time for doing online, playing online games, and they are killing their valuable time. So you have to maintain the responsibility, means you have to take accountability for your behavior. That's the first one. Is responsibility is one of the cyber wellness value. Next one is respect. To respect others, to have a great regard, have a regard for them, to appreciate of them. An example being respectable would be to communicate politely with others while writing emails or posting comments on blog or on discussion forum. This is a very important. So when you are writing an email, or when you posting a comment on a blog, or when you participate in a discussing forum, so your behavior, your way of communication should be polite. But unparliamentary language or criticism and different kinds of rude behaviors, all these things should not be communicated. It's not correct. Your communication should be highly polite when you are doing when you are sending and you are writing emails or posting comments in social networks and discussion forums. Okay. Next, compassion is a feeling of wanting to help someone in trouble. For example, you are being compassionate if you are supporting a friend who is being cyberbullied or reporting the act to parents, teachers, or any other persons of authority. So you have to help, because if your friend or of course neighbor, if any person is being cyberbullied, means here is suffered from the cyber attackers, so you have to compensate and we have to give the support to that person. And resilience is the ability to recover from undesirable change or incident. For example, being resilient would be respond appropriately, not to give up if you have faced any disturbing experience online. So this is a very important. And the one more important thing is integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and fair. For example, if you follow copyright regulations and do not copy paste content from the other sources of your school assignment, then you are exercising integrity. So this is the most important important value, cyber wellness value, that is integrity. Means here, so you should be honest and you should not copy right. If it is there is a copyright problem, so you should not copy, you should not cut and paste the information even at your school children. For example, the school children will not copy the assignments from their classmates. And one more, see, most of the people are starting YouTube channels. So most of them they are simply they are posting some videos by what you call screen recording. So it's actually a cyber crime. So means here, because the video was developed by a certain organization, and that organization has a copyright problem, and you should not take, even there is a copyright problem. For example, in a movie, of course in a theater, one movie is playing, so you record that one and you posted that video to other, means here, so means that's a copyright problem. Not only this one, even digital books also. So means the digital books, means here now the books are mostly, all the books are digitalized. So there is a copyright one. So we call it as a IPR system, means intellectual property rights, means here. So if there is no possibility to take copy or cut and paste of certain content or the concept without taking the permission of the writer or the AV maker. So you have to take the permission, and if it is comes under the creative commercials, and if it is a open resources, so then only you can download those things, copy those things. Otherwise, so if it is a personalized things here, you have to take the permission from the particular person who developed it, who created, who wrote it. Clear? So you have to maintain that integrity. These are the things, means responsibility, respect, compassion, resilience, integrity. All these are the different cyber wellness values. Clear? Okay. Now we are going to shift to the next one. What are the common threats for the cyber wellness? The cyber bullying, cyber predators, gaming addictions, identity theft, copyright infringement, plagiarism and malware. These are the common threats to cyber wellness. So cyber bullying and cyber predators, gaming addictions. So this is one of the most one here. As you heard already, you heard about the PUBG and other games here. So means it becomes as addict for those people who are playing those online games here. Identity theft means I will discuss each and every one what is this. And identity theft means you should not stolen the personal information or professional information from the any social networks. So there is no right, and it's a threat. And copyright infringement and plagiarism means you are cut without taking a permission from the writer author. If you take the information as a cut and paste, that it's not correct. And malware, sending malwares, sending virus softwares to the different websites and thefting the information is also a common threat for the cyber wellness. Clear? So these are the different threats in cyber wellness: cyber bullying, cyber predators, gaming addictions, identity theft, copyright infringement and plagiarism and malware. Okay, now we will discuss each one. So what is cyber bullying? We are using word cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is using technology to harass someone by sending or posting mean or threatening and intimidating messages. Means so you are sending different messages to a person and you are harassing one person is comes under the cyberbullying. Okay, example of cyberbullying includes means abusive emails, malicious posts on social network sites, inappropriate image tagging. So means you are taking for example, you are sending inappropriate images. Okay, even morphing images also to or you are tagging those images to that person or the social network. Uploading of embarrassing photographs, creating fake profiles or websites designed to hurt another persons and so on. So here some people recently on the different YouTube channels also different news and even social networks also different news are posted which is totally fake. So it comes under the cyber bullying. And sending various malicious softwares, malicious posts. So when you open that mail, then it will attack the virus and sending abusive emails. All these comes under the cyber bullying. Simply cyber bullying is technology, means harassing someone by sending or posting different kinds of messages. That's called is a cyber bullying. And cyber bullying has a serious emotional consequences and can have the victims of bullying depressed and anxious with lowered self-esteem and suicide thoughts also. So when you send when you done the cyber bullying, what will happen? Weaker mind people and of course who have giving more importance for the self-esteem, means their self-esteem will be lowered and they will get depression and become more anxious and finally they will commit a suicide, and there is a suicidal thoughts in their pupil. So that's means cyber bullying will leads to a suicide attack. So this is it's not acceptable. Cyber bullying is a crime. The next one, cyber predators. So means what is cyber predators? Cyber predators are adults who exploit children and teenagers by using internet communication tools such as mobile phones, chat rooms, social network sites, and even emails also. Their main motive is a sexual abuse. They use attention, affection, kindness, and sympathy while interacting to manipulate children and teenagers into thinking they care and thus build online relationships. So maybe already you are hearing that these cyber predators means so actually for example their gender is not male but or female. They will say it as what they require the gender, and they will send different photographs. Actually what the photographs are they are sending is not correct, and they will their main motive is sexual abuse, and they will show their attention, they will show their affection through their messages, and they will show their kindness and sympathy. So means they grab the total attention attraction towards them and manipulate the children and the teenagers. Finally they will change the direction of way of thinking also. So these people are is called cyber predators. Once the people believes this cyber predators, trust it, it establishes and sensitive information is gained. So after these people after believing or trusting those people, means they will simply they collected the sensitive information from those and find the personal meetings, often ending a great emotional and physical harm to the child or teenagers. So this is a very important thing here. So first they will show their affection, attention, kindness, all things, sympathy through their mails, messages, and finally they grab their trust from those people, and they will collect, they will gain the sensitive personal information, and finally they push that, they will grab the great emotions from those, and they may finally they will do the physical harm to the that child or teenage. So that is called cyber predators. And the next one is gaming addictions. So gaming addictions, so this is a recently developed cyber attack, that the gaming addictions. The maximum children are suffered with this gaming addictions. So gaming addiction is an excessive or compulsive use of online games at the cost of health, education, real life social engagements, and even cleanliness. Last year it was added that Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders published by the American Psychiatric Association left untreated, gaming addiction can lead to social isolation, mood swings, and inability to cope with the real life. So this the people will becomes as addictors for the gaming, and they will leave the total surroundings and environment. They will live in that particular environment only. Finally, so there is a possibility for social isolation. So they won't consider the family, they won't consider the society, and they was always in that particular mood only, and there is a possibility for mood swings and inability to cope with the real life. So definitely they are not maintaining the real life situations, and as these are the things which was given by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, which was published by the American Psychiatric Association. So this is this is a minimum responsibility and the main responsibility of the parents. We have to avoid the children from this excessive or compulsive use of online games. Okay. So means you have either use child lock or other things, you have make a phone lock to and we avoid this gaming addictions from the games, online games, especially for school children and teenagers. And next one is identity theft. So means, as you know that identity theft means here, identity theft is a fast growing cyber threat where a person makes unauthorized use of someone else's names and personal information such as passwords, usernames, banking or financial data to commit theft or other crimes. If often occurs through a data breach, virus and phishing scams. Phishing scams are called because they aim to phish our personal information. So why we call it as phishing? Phishing means here, so it aims to phish our personal information that allow access to important data, money and other financial assets. So as you know that identity theft is going on, this is a fast growing cyber crime, cyber threat. So generally this someone will make unauthorized else name, so they will collect our personal information, they will theft our passwords, usernames, bank information, financial data through a data breach or virus or phishing, because these social engineering, all these things. By using this one, they will collect this information, they will theft our personal data, and this is called identity theft. Clear? So this identity theft is the most dangerous. And now moving to the next one is copyright infringement and plagiarism. So copyright, this is actually just now I said this is a copyright infringement takes place when a person copies, distributes or publicity performance or displays copyrighted work without the permission of author or the creator. Simply now, just now I said, so means here one video was published by one channel or one person who that creator. So by using this cell phones, they by using our screen recording, simply they copying the total one and they will say that's their video, they posted that video in their YouTube channel. It's a copyright infringement. Even books, for example, digital books means here, so they have the copyright. So as per intellectual property rights, we should not copy, cut, paste or taken the whole or some part of that without taking the permission of the author or creator. Okay. Plagiarism is representing someone else's work is as our own. See generally now, so for example, one PowerPoint presentation is posted in one website. Okay. So by changing just the name of that PPT, and if you say that's your own or video, anything, it means the work may or may not be copyrighted. For example, copying a sonnet written by Shakespeare and claiming it to be your work, but not copyright infringement as it is work in public domain. Clear? So someone having, of course, just I have taking an example of Shakespeare, but so that at the time there is no copyright thing here. So simply you copy it and you say that's your book, you written, and you change a small by change. That's the reason. So if you say without taking the permission, even though it's a golden book, means you should not copy. That's a very, very important. And the very important one is malware. A malware is a short for malicious software, is a software that gets installed in your laptop or desktop or computer or a smartphone and performs a multitude of undesirable tasks such as stealing passwords, deleting files, or reformatting the hard disk. So, this is a thing called malware. So, what will there happen? It's by using this malwares, it steals our passwords, deleting our files, and common examples of it reformatting. So, it formats our hard disk. So, means our hard disk will be destroyed. So, that is some, and here some malwares I am going to discuss about, that is a virus, worms, Trojan, okay, and Trojan horse, spywares. These are the different kinds of malwares. So, virus, a computer, it's a virus means simply it's a computer program file capable of attacking to disks or other files or replicating repeatedly without user knowledge or permission. Okay. So, means when the virus is entered into our system, what will happen means it replicate without our permission more number of times. So, means finally that file will be or that disk will be is destroyed. And the worms, this is called parasitic programs that replicate but do not infect other computer program files. They can send copies of other computers via a network. And the worms means it's a parasitic program that replicate but do not infect the computer programs. That's very important. And the next one is Trojan horse, a seemingly harmless program that you knowingly downloaded. What you do not know is that also conceals destructive backdoor that will allow attackers access to your system. So, actually Trojan horse gives a backdoor way for the attackers to attack your system. So, it actually doesn't harm directly to our system, but it opens a backdoor way to the attackers and it allows the attacker to access our system. That is malware is called as a Trojan horse. And spyware, exploit infected computers or for commercial gain, delivering unsolicited pop-up ads and monitor web browsing activity among other things here. That is called as spyware. Clear? So, this like virus, worms, Trojan horse, spyware, all these things will be a considered malware and it disturbs our system, it stole or that the things here our personal information and other information. Okay. Now, we have to take the last one is smartphone safety. Okay. So, you have to take a security software, that is a very important. Use security software to protect your phone from malware attacks. Most malware apps also come with the authentic options for your device. So, do not download various apps, so without having knowledge or awareness about the apps in your smartphone. If you download those softwares, it allows the various kinds of malwares and viruses. And management of settings, explore the settings on your phone and customize them for location reporting, app installation, tracking online behavior, and also Wi-Fi network. Selecting strict options setting allows you to fend off undesirable access to your personal information. Do not take it as public Wi-Fi's, and if you open the public Wi-Fi, there is a possibility for the entering into the malware. And app review. So, you have to avoid downloading apps that are not hosted at reputed app stores. So, that is very important. And restriction of access. So, you have to lock your phone with a pin code or pattern lock So that will, because when this ensured that your phone is stolen, the thief cannot immediately access information on it. So what the information is there, so that the theft cannot, or the thief cannot access your phone. And turn off public Wi-Fi, already I said. So don't use a public Wi-Fi to shop or access your emails. These are the various precautionary things for smartphone. So this session not only useful for your examination of point of view, even for your regular life, daily life also, it is highly useful. I think so. You understand this one, maintain this. Definitely we have to maintain the cyber security, okay, and digital security, digital safety, clear. So okay, so maybe I hope you understand all these things, maintain all these things. Thank you.